All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham Rakawadash, Rakatham, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, they rule well, and a salute and a shalom to all the Akim that are out to laboring, pushing this truth in all sincerity and in truth. Um, I'm on my TV, um, listening to the brother Karataza, the elder Karataza from the Vegas camp, and he's doing a lesson on Hakah of Genesis from a year ago, right? And he's doing and he's going into another subject also. So, and he brought out Revelation 19 and 12, right? So I think I've done an ancient custom lesson on this custom mini crowns. So, but I'm gonna do it again. This is number 893, mini crowns. It says, this is Revelation 19 and 12. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns. It says monarchs who claimed authority over more than one country wore more than one crown. The kings of Egypt were crowned with the facade, I guess that's how you say that, or united crowns of Upper and Lower Egypt. When Philometor entered Antioch as a conqueror, he wore a triple crown, a two for Egypt and the third for Asia. See, it says, John saw him who was King of Kings and Lord of Lords, and on his head were many crowns. Thus, in a beautiful figure, the universal domination, Khan says, the universal dominion of our blessed Lord is set forth, right? Now, I'm going to go into this real quick. I believe it's 2 Samuel. Yep, 2 Samuel 12. This is what King David did. War again, all right? This is when King David captures a Rabbah, all right? It says, this is 2 Samuel 12 and 26. It says, and Joel fought against Rabbah of the children of Ammon and took the royal city. And Joab sent messengers to David and said, I have fought against Rabbah and have taken the city of waters. It says, Joab sent messengers to tell David, I have fought against Rabbah and captured its water supply. Now, therefore, gather together. Khan says, now, therefore, gather the rest of the people together and encamp against the city and take it, lest I take the city and it be called after my name. And David gathered all the people together and went to Rabbah and fought against it and took it. And it says, and he took their king. It says, and he took their king's crown from off his head. The weight thereof was a talent of gold with precious stones. Now, so the weight of the king's crown, right, was it weighed 75 pounds, right? Precious stones, and it was set on David's head. And he brought forth the spoil of the city in great abundance, right? So it says what? And on his head were many crowns, right? Now, Yahweh, all right, man. Now, David, he took the crown off of the king's head, right? Off of the king of Rabbah, off the king's head, and put, all right, and placed the king's crown on his head. Meaning what? The king was what? The king was conquered. And what? Dethroned. So our Lord Yahawashi, he's going to do the same thing. He's going to do the exact same thing, man. Let's get it says, and his eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns, and he had a name written that no man knew but he himself, right? Now, 1 Corinthians 15 and 24. Then cometh the end, when he shall have delivered up the kingdom to Yahweh, even the Father, when he shall have put down all the rule and all authority and power, for he must reign till he hath put all enemies under his feet. So when our Lord Yahawashi comes back, he's going to put down all rule and all authority and power. Okay? He's going to put down all rule and all authority and power. See? So the ones that's in rulership will be what? Conquered, and they will be dethroned. Dethroned. Let's get that. Dethrone, meaning remove a ruler, especially a monarch, from power. It says remove from a position of authority or dominance. See? Hold on. Hold on. All right, man. So when our Lord Yahawashi comes back, that's what he's going to do, man. He's going to take down the heathen, man. Right? And all right, man. And the Bacon families and all them, they will be conquered and dethroned. They will be taken out of power. They will be taken out of rulership. See? Let's go back. Yep. This is First Chronicles 20 and 2. It says, and David took the crown from off their king. Con says, and David took the crown of their king from off his head and found it to weight. It says, and found it to weigh a talent of gold, and there were precious stones in it, and it was set upon David's head. And he fought, it says, and he brought also exceeding much spoil out of the city. So our Lord Yahawashi, he's going to take down all rule and all authority and power. See, he's the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. See? Because it's whose kingdom coming? Yahawashi's kingdom is coming. See? All right, man. So Esau Edom, he's being dethroned as we speak, man, because him being exposed, him being, all of Esau's dirty laundry, all of his sins, everything he's done is being aired out. So he's being what? Dethroned. See? And he will soon be dethroned physically. He will be taken out of power, man. Let's get Psalms 75. Psalm 75 and 7. It says, but Yahawashi is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another. See? Now, let's get another no, it's in 2 Samuel. Hold on real quick. Okay. Looking for this. Come on. Are you serious? Come on, man. It's 2 Samuel. I should be coming up on it. Okay, circling nets. This is 289. 2 Samuel 22 and 6. The sorrows of hell compassed me about, and it says the snares of death prevented me. The margin has cords instead of sorrows, which is a better rendering because more consistent with the figure employed in the text. The allusion is to an ancient mode of hunting, still in use, a certain tract of land where wild beasts are known to be is surrounded by a circle of nets, which is gradually contracted as the animal is driven in until they are all brought into one common center, when escape is impossible. Right? So David felt he was what? Being what? So So David is basically saying he was being what? Hunted. He was being hunted. This is let's get Psalms 18. Psalms 18 and 5. It says, the sorrows of hell compassed me. The snares of death prevented me. Right? Let's also get Psalms 116 and 3. The sorrows of death compassed me, and the pains of hell get hold of me. Got hold upon me. I found trouble and sorrow. Isaiah 51 and 20. It says, thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets as a wild as a wild bull in a net. They are full of the fury of Yahawashi, the rebuke of their power. It says, the rebuke of thy power. It says, your children have fainted and lie in the streets, helpless as antelopes caught in a net. Yahweh has poured out his fury and has rebuked them. See? So, all right, so Jake, man, who's hunting us now? Esau is, man. He's the cunning hunter. So we are being hunted as we speak. See? All right. So with that, I say shalom.